Hey Hero fans! So I decided to set up my whole entire Eternia with my Snake Mountain, the Eternia Playset, and Castle Grayskull. Now when I set this up, I did use the Castle Grayskull without a lot of things added to it. I mean, I did add my little piece in the middle here that raises it up and allows me to put it on a separate tower. And I did add my Ghost Riser and my glow-in-the-dark ghost, but I didn't add the second wall on here with all the floors and everything else. So there we go. I hate it. Once you have the ghost up here, you kind of can't put the flag there anymore. Kind of lose a little bit of that. All right. So next I set up the castle, or not the castle, the Eternia playset, and you will notice that I got rid of the chains. If you take a look here, you'll see that I have these instead that I have fashioned. And people ask me all the time, Hebrew, why is it you remove all the chains from the toys and all the metal pieces? I do that because those metal pieces can scratch the paint and ruin the parts of the paint. So let me show you. These here, all it is made out of like a parachute cord material, and I just kept tying square knots over and over and over again, and then I just melted the ends together and made a loop on this end. So I just take those melted sides and stick them right on there, right into the first hook, and then just hook it up there. And now I have a nice little thing that still moves, but yet I don't have to worry about it scratching or ruining the awesome paint apps on there. All right, so you're probably wondering, what's going on with this? What is this and how can you get it? Well, Mike Fee, one of our viewers here, my head's out of the view. Mike Fee, one of our viewers here, he actually told me about this, and I went and found it online from the link he gave me, and it's actually a free download. Well, because I don't own this design, I can't sell these. So I made a couple extras. There they are right here. Ta-da! And they're still in their supports. And I will go ahead and give away a few of these to members here. So if you are a member here on the Hebrew channel and you want one of these, you have to do a couple things. One, you have to send me a picture of your Eternia playset so I know you have one. Two, you have to contact the guy who designed this and leave him a message saying, hey, thanks for your design, I appreciate it, and then mention that you saw it on my channel so he knows that, hey, I am really helping him a little bit. So that'd be cool. And then all I'll have you guys do is pay for shipping, and that's it pretty much. Now, shipping is a little more spending than you expect for this because it is an extra long part, so they did charge a little extra. And it's cool, you can see the detailing on here. Now, in the middle, it's not quite as thick as it is everywhere else. So when you get your part, you're going to have to take and I'll probably actually, you know what? You'll probably have to break these off. I'm not sure. I might actually have it pushed down or broken off a little bit. And then after you break off the supports, you have to do a light sand on it with some 200 grit sandpaper, 220, somewhere in that range. Then afterwards, do a wet sand with 400. And then after you've sanded it all up, take and put a clear coat of satin on it, and it will look really good. Now, you don't have to add the satin paint. You'll notice the little bumps on here are kind of rough, and they need to be knocked off or sanded off as well. So like here's a little piece right here that's still sticking on there. So you can see all the supports on there to build it, and it's pretty cool. So right here in this spot, from here to here is where this goes in at. So the way you put this in, according to the directions of the old Eternia playset, these right here actually go against this, and this sits up on top. So let's go ahead and try that. So I'll put those in there like that, and this sits up on top. And you'll notice it does not quite fit the way it's expected to fit. You can see it's actually a little bit too long, and so the designer was just off a little bit frustrating, but not a deal breaker. So I found that if you actually turn it around, and put it in backwards and put the ramp into this castle part here, it actually fits a lot better. Now, this was also made to be used to branch from this side to this side, something like that as well, so you can actually go to Castle Grayskull. So that is the way that it fits. Now, like I said, I'm going to have a few of these that I'm going to give away. All you have to do is pay shipping and, of course, take a picture and show me that you have one, and then also contact the creator and thank him for it. And I'll have the links for those two things. And also be a member. So as long as you're a member, you can go ahead and get one of these. Only gonna have a few for sale, or not for sale, only a few to give away. So make sure you're one of the first people to do all those in order to get one. Let's go and see how it looks, the figure on it. Oh, come here, He-Man. He-Man. So it is extremely steep. Ah, it's like a water slide. You just put him up there at the top, and he slides down into the castle. Oh! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I know it's kind of crazy having it. It's just so steep. And Mike, don't worry. Since you're the one that told me about this, you're going to get one right off the bat. So, Mike Fee, if you are watching, one of these is already slated to go to you. And then I'm probably going to eventually make my own that will be a whole lot better and actually fit correctly. And I was thinking about adding some kind of suspension bridge looking stuff to it. Maybe even add little slats. So it looks more like a suspension bridge. So it could be way cooler for this than just having this brick road. So there you go. Pretty cool. But of course, this stylistic does match the original Eternia Playset. So it just doesn't quite fit right, but it's close. All right. Remember, stick it in backwards so it fits right. All right, let's go and talk about a really quick update you can do to your Snake Mountain, to your Eternia playset that I've seen people do online. I'm personally not going to keep mine that way, but you guys might like the way it looks. So let's go ahead and check this out. So on the inside, use a screwdriver and take off some of the screws in order to remove the face. Once you remove the face, you will see there is a patch of plastic right here that is made to absorb light. So if you put a light right in this spot, right in this area, it will cause these eyes to light up. So let's go ahead and do that. I happen to have this small little light right here, and I'll have a link to them in the description so you can get it. And you can see that once you activate it, you can use the remote control and turn it on. Boop. Now, you can also get these larger lights, which are much brighter, and they actually last a little bit longer. I personally don't like the bigger ones. They just seem to be in the way all the time. But we're going to go and try both so you guys can test them both out and see which ones you guys like better. Let me go ahead and there it is. We're going to try this one first, and we're going to stick it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Then make sure it works first before I mount it on there. There we go. And I'm going to use some poster putty. You know what? Let's just see how it fits without the poster putty first. Maybe it has enough oomph just to stay where it's at. Nope, it will slide down into the mouth. All right, so let me go ahead and add some poster putty. Poster putty. We'll just stick that right there, just like that. And we'll stick the faceplate back on. I'll kill the lights in here as best I can. Let's kill this light too. And let's go ahead and try a remote control and see if it works. On. Well, not only does it light up his eyes, it also lights up the whole area inside there. Let's turn it to white. White light, red light, red light, turquoise, yellow. It's kind of cool. It is a really fun, easy way to do it. Let's try something else now. We tried this light. And again, I'll have the link to these larger ones and the smaller ones in my description. And this time, let's try these smaller ones. And we're going to place them approximately over each eye individually so we can get a little better light just where we want it. One there. And one there. Now what's cool about these lights is when I put it on white, it just goes for the center only. Always our lights off. Watch this. When I put it on white, it's just the center light right where the eyes are. Yellow's the same way, and they seem really, really bright. Let's turn them off. Let's mount the face. Let's see if I got them lined up or not. Let's go ahead and turn them on. Turn them on! Woo! Those are bright. Let's make them yellow. Maybe they are yellow. Let's turn them white. There they are. They're white. Now, the bad part is you can see it lights up the whole face too. So if I was going to do this right, you'd probably want to put foil around them and have them come all the way to the eye. I'd probably actually mount them the other direction. Ugh. Let's try this instead. Now, personally, I'm not planning on actually using this for mine. I'm going to mount the putty on this side instead. I'm going to turn this light off for a second. Where is that remote control? Remote control off. And I'm just going to mount it right onto the eye socket directly. So we'll just go right into the eye and have a whole lot less diffusion going on. And again, let's mount this one right over the eye. Let's test it out before we put it together. And you can see those eyes are like just super bright now, having it just so close. Because of this piece of plastic in the middle, it is kind of causing some issues with light refracting all over the place. That's why I was saying to use foil and pack it all around inside here, so the light only goes forward just right to the eye. Let's go ahead and stick it back on. There we go. And there is the Eye of Thundera. Oh wait, wrong thing. There is the Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger. If I sing too much of it, they're going to cut me off, so let's do strobe. Strobe. Burp. A pretty slow strobe. About fade. Let's see what fade does. Whoa, we got one eye different than the other. Oh, that's funny. Let's see if I can do that on purpose. Make this one yellow. This one white. Nope. I can't do it again. There we go. I got one yellow and one white. That's funny. Like those cats that have two different eyes. All right. Let's see what else we should discuss. Oh, we want to discuss the height of this versus the height of the Snake Mountain that came with, it comes with classics. Before we do that, let's check this out. Let me go ahead and just start right here. And you guys can see the whole entire setup. So here we have Snake Mountain, mountain. Then we have this Viper Tower. And then we have the Central Tower. Boom, boom, boom. And we have the little bridge that you can get from me if you are a member. Then we have the Grayskull Tower. Chink. Go, go, go. And then we have our Castle Grayskull. Dun, dun, dun. And I did add my extension piece right here, so I could put this on the other tower instead of having it be in the same place the ghost goes. The Spirit of Grayskull. All right, I set up my Snake Mountain. So you can see how this is actually taller than our Eternia playset. That's crazy. Let's go and do some measurements here really quick. So the classic Snake Mountain is, let me go measure on the inside here. To the top, 39 inches or 99 centimeters. Maybe even closer to, it's right under 100 centimeters because I'm leaning. There we go. Yeah, it's 99 centimeters. While here, this to this part right here is only 80 centimeters tall. So it's only 80 centimeters by 99 centimeters. Let's go ahead and go across the width. So we'll go from Viper Tower to Grayskull. It's approximately 100 centimeters, maybe a little more. If you want track to track, go across the back here. Furthest track point to furthest track point. It is 50 inches or 127 centimeters across. That's going all the way from track to track. Where this, from one side to the other, is not quite as wide. 42 inches or 107 centimeters. So not quite as wide. But surprisingly, if you're going to use this like in the background next to your or not Origins. Oh man, Eternia Playset, it would look strange having this giant Snake Mountain. Let's put the other Snake Mountain in front of it to see the size difference. There we go. Those are our two Snake Mountains. And you can see them now. There's the, that's funny, the lava sitting right on top of it. It's hard to tell because the coloring is so similar, where it stops and where it starts. And look at the peak differences. From here to here. Of course, this peak is extra tall in percent-wise. This one's just a little short little. So there you go. Pretty cool. He-Man, you're ready to fall. So let's take a look at this table. This is the table that I use to have both the Eternia playset and Snake Mountain. I had it over there in the corner before. And then we also had Castle Grayskull over here. So let me go ahead and measure this table so you can see how much room you're going to need. And even then, it was still kind of squished. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. So this table altogether is 7 feet. So if you're going to set this all up for your Origins, you're going to need about 7 feet of room. And the depth of it, I believe it's 4 feet. Let me check. Yep, 4 feet. So 7 feet across. Zoop, and 4 feet back on the depth there. So that is how much table I have to hold all of the play sets. As you can see, I was going to put Snake Mountain on one side and put my Classics Castle Grayskull on the other and set it up and show you guys, but I don't have enough table room. I mean, I am out of room. I'm almost against my wife's furniture on this side and against the couch on the other side. So even if I had more tables, I don't have the space to set it up, the full Eternia playset with both the Classics stuff. Crazy. Crazy. All right, I need to fix that battery in there. So we've come to the end of another video, and before I end the video, let's talk one more time about this ramp. If you are a member and you want one of these ramps, just contact me on Facebook, take a picture of your Eternia, and also send a little message to the guy who designed this. I'll have all the links in the description, so you can do that. And then I will send you out one. You still have to pay for shipping, and that'll be it. So let me know if you want one. I got just a few of these, so a lot of them are not going out. So, but only for members. So there you go. Again, it's not the best. I thought it would be really cool. It doesn't quite fit right, but it's close, and it's very reminiscent of the one that came with the original Eternia playset. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!